Baltimore, welcome inside Oriole Park. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Baltimore Orioles. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And on the hill, Trevor Rogers. How about a report on him, Chris?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
This one in the air, center field. Tavares takes it in for the out. And there's one away. Now it's Dominic Smith. And base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Just underway from Baltimore. And a big swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Mayo. Here's Holiday for one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. Here's Leody Tavares. That one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. That's towards center. Harris drifts towards it. And there's one down. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a miss. Comes up empty.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Ball. Ball.
Swing and a miss. Went back to the changeup, and it was successful. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Sale, 36 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2010. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is that. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Now in for the Braves, Matt Olson. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And a swing and a miss. Fights it off. He'll see another. One and 2 here. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. No score here in the second.
Ball, no.
That misses. Ball 3. Ward under this one. 2 down. Here's Mauricio Dubon.
Ball 1.
On the ground. Toss to Alonso. That's out number 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. Tap foul at the plate.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Ball.
Got him. 1 out. Next is the designated hitter, Jeremiah Jackson. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. In the air, left field. Dubon moving under this one. Out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back now at Oriole Park. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ha-Sung Kim. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Braves definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Takes it in for the out. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Swinging a foul straight back. Right through there for a strike. Top of the 3rd, no score. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 0-2 now. There's a line drive to left field. Ward takes it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Sandy Leon. And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Battling here as he fouls it away.
The idea was right, looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
Out towards right center field. Cowser moving under it. And that is that. Back here in Baltimore as we go to the last of the 3rd. Gunnar Henderson getting ready to hit. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. One up, one down. Now the 3rd baseman, Kobe Mayo. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Comes up empty.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
That's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
The 0-1. Ground ball to the right side. Over to Kim. 1, What a double play that was. Inning. Back now at Oriole Park. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. And that one is lifted in the air. Tavares running hard to get it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Dom Smith stands in. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. This one in the air center field. Tavares under it. And that quickly 2 away. Here comes Austin Riley. He's 0 for 1. That's a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning. Matt Olson up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. He'll circle the bases. The Braves score first. It's 2-0.
Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So 2 down, and next for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. Fly to left his first time. Harris goes 5 feet 11 inches, 195 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2019. Got him looking. That ends the frame. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Leody Tavares.
You know, these Orioles, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. So digging in, Taylor Ward. Tied him up inside with that one. The Braves up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a 1-2 again. Stays alive. Another 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Orioles.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Flied to right his first time. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
2 down, nobody on. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Up with it, fires to first.
Yep,
He's in there.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Alonso stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And a foul ball. Rutschman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Now he steps out as time is granted. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2. Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. set for the
Leading
start of
off
the
for the
inning.
Braves,
Now in for the
left
Braves,
fielder,
Mauricio Dubon. That's to third. Mayo on to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. So up next, Ha-Sung Kim. On the ground to short. Henderson over to first in time. And the first two set down in the top of the fifth. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth. That one ripped left field. That's got a chance. Gone. An absolute smash to left. And they add a run. It's 3-0.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Here's the catcher to hit, Sandy Leon. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 0-2 now. Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there.
What a stop. Goes to second with it, and very nicely done for the out. Back here in Baltimore, here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Jeremiah Jackson. Back to the mound. He's got it. Fires over to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Colton Cowser, the next to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Up the middle, Albies over to first.
Got him. That's an out.
Half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. And now here is Gunnar Henderson.
Yeah.
Outside with a breaking ball. There's a swing and a miss.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. The Braves leading by 3, last half of inning number 5.
Ball.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also...
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. All set for the top of the 6th. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Dominic Smith. Out to short, Henderson. Slings to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. So here's Riley now. 1 for 2.
Austin Riley.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that. All back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he.
Mayo over to second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves.
Michael Harris the second.
And first offering is fouled off. Olsen off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Drilled out towards left center field. Ward running hard to get it. And that is that. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the third baseman, Kobe Mayo. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
You know, these Orioles just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Breaking ball misses up and in. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Sale and a 1-2. Struck him out swinging. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Holiday in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. And it's 1-1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Now pitching for
Dylan Dodd gets the ball now.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Base hit center field. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Now, Leody Taveras. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Got him swinging.
Up next for the Orioles.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate.
Throw to second, out at second. That ends the inning.